Hello and welcome to Yap session number 2. I have my water. I have my coffee. I am a what is that joke that was like a woman must have 3 drinks at all times. I just have 2. I do want to yap today about a quote I read in The Artist's Way, which I mentioned already. I'm doing The Artist's Way again with my friend Maxine. But there is a line in here I thought was so good that I started 3 times. And I might have already shared this on here, but I'm going to share it again. It is impossible to get better and look good at the same time. I think I wrote that like 3 times in my um what is happening here? In my morning pages this morning. I wrote it over and over. I felt like wow when I read that. And I'm already done with week 1. I'm on week 2. But I feel like this phrase is going to become incredibly important in my life. I think this is going to become an incredibly important reminder that what are the things I want? Like last week, I talked about how you spend your days is how you live your life. Okay, well, how do I want to live my life? I am going to just be very honest. I love having slow mornings. I love getting to create from a place of this is just what's happening, you know? I don't have to put on a persona. Excuse me. I don't have to create a space suitable for recording. I don't have to do things with the intention of like can I create something from this? No, I just simply am existing in the space that I've already been existing in. Instead, I can be like, wow, this is really beautiful, and I am just going to press record. Or, wow, I read this thing and I thought it was really good, and I'm going to press record. And I want to continue to be able to live my life that way. I want to always remind myself of how good it feels to share. I want to remind myself continuously of how I love being a part of a community, right? My Waffle Wednesdays are a dream that 6 months ago wasn't a reality. 6 months ago, I didn't have a group of super cool friends that I just reach out to a couple times a week, or we have FaceTimes weekly, or we we call each other on the phone just to have conversations about nonsense. Um, and we're like constantly inspiring each other and supporting each other. It's like, oh, you posted a new TikTok? I'm obsessed with everything you do. Consider me influenced. I'm liking, I'm commenting, I'm reposting. Like, I'm your biggest fan. And it just feels so good. It feels so good to have all those things, and how you spend your days is how you live your life. So in order to keep those things, I'm going to try my best to be consistent. And if I can be honest about how I'm feeling with these people who I call my friends, that only strengthens the friendship. So that's how I want to live my life. I want to continue living it kind of exactly the way I'm living it now. And in order for me to do that, I have to stay consistent on so many levels, right? I have to be committed to growing these friendships. I have to be committed to reaching out. Even if I'm like, wow, I'm having a really like a tough time with my menstrual cycle. I'm telling my friends that, because then they're not thinking maybe Christina doesn't want to talk to me anymore. They're thinking she's having a really hard time with her menstrual cycle. I'm circling back to this thing that we did last week or last Yap session. But really, what I want to talk about is it is impossible to get better and to look good at the same time. I have had to go through so many stages of what creating content looks like. I don't even want to be a content creator. It started with the idea of like, this would be really cool, you know, and it turned over time into this is just really fun and I'm just having fun. And I don't have to create anything. I just have to exist in the space that already exists and think, wow, what a sweet moment. I'm going to press record. Or wow, it's so beautiful outside. I'm going to press record. Okay. But those early videos were not like that. They were a persona. They were like, hey guys, welcome back. Blah, 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 blah. And it didn't look good. But if I would have stopped then when I rejoined and then I lost a subscriber, which was like, I mean, fair, you know, like, or like, I'm not seeing any growth. I'm not seeing any likes, right? Like, if my only goal was to gain subscribers and gain likes, then like, I probably would have stopped a long time ago because I put myself into a like cringy behavior. Like this is a little cringe. It's cringe until it prospers, right? It's weird until it prospers. Like, and what's prospering from this is that I feel much more confident just talking. I get to look back and I get to see all the beautiful things I did throughout the week or just beautiful moments, right? Maybe I'm only showing the flower I saw on my walk, but really that whole walk was beautiful and I can see that one clip and know that there was so much more that happened. Maybe even a moment I had to myself that felt really good. That none of this, none of this would have happened if I didn't let myself look bad doing it. That was kind of a rant, but I think I am done for today. Love you.